All right, welcome back to MTG DeaLS Legacy Tournament. This is for the win airplane ticket to GP Indianapolis, and this is the finals right now. And we have Weston Brown playing
Reanimator.
And we have Alan against Alan Tam, and he's playing a variance of Maverick. So we have two players drawing their opening 7 right now. So we saw Alan play Nathan earlier in a featured match.
Right, in the top 8.
Yeah, and he won his pretty handily 2-1. And Weston just played his against a rug deck.
Right, and he won very quickly also.
Yeah, so Alan is debating if he wants to keep his opening 7.
Yeah, it does not look happy.
Yeah. So in this matchup here, looking at his main deck, it seems like he has a Crocus main board. And
Right, he has 4 Knight of the Reliquary to go find that.
yeah, and then he has 4 Swords of Plowshares, which is good against the Jin-Gitaxias plan. And Mazovitz seems pretty relevant in this matchup also.
Right. He also has a Kasali Pride Mage to kill Anime Dead.
Right, hits that. But that does not hit Sphinx with a Steel Wind.
Right.
Does a Revoker seem good in this matchup?
No, I don't think Weston has any activated abilities.
Yeah, because Revoker seemed like it worked pretty well for him in his last matchup.
Right, right. Against stuff like Planeswalkers, it's good, but not here.
Yeah.
That'll certainly get boarded out.
Yeah. So I believe Alan decided the mulligan. Yep. And Alan and Weston is pretty good with his 7. So when you're playing Reanimator, it seems like a Maverick deck seems like actually a hard matchup. Not a hard matchup, but it seems like a difficult matchup for you.
Right, it generally is, but Alan's version does not have a Green Sun Zenith or Scavenging Ooze, which are both scary cards to play against.
Right. So what does Scavenging Ooze do that's really good against Reanimator deck?
It can just remove any card from your graveyard at any time.
Right.
So it's excellent against Reanimator. And they usually play that main deck also, and they have a Zenith to go find it.
Yeah. And it always seems like they have the Crocus every game, huh?
Yeah, they always have it. That's unreal.
Yeah. So here we're starting off with Weston getting Underground Sea. Off
Black bordered Underground Sea?
Yeah, after a Pluto Delta. And he decides to play turn 1 Thoughtseize. So here Alan's hand is Vile, Windswept Heath, Sylvan Library, Knight of the Reliquary, and a Revoker. Yeah, so for Weston, to turn 2 Reanimate seems pretty safe for him right now.
Right. So Weston took the Vial, taking away his turn 1 play. And Brainstorm's main phase. So Weston's hand is Reanimate Dead, Jin-Gitaxias, land, Exhume, and a Daze. Yeah, so it looks like he's lacking a way to discard a fatty right now.
Yeah. So Weston's digging for a way to bin a fatty. I didn't get to see what was on that ponder, but it seems like he was able to find a way if he kept up there, kept top 3.
Yeah, it's likely his top card is either an Entomb, Careful Study, or a Hapless Researcher.
Yeah. unlike the other matchups here, it seems like it was pretty safe for Alan to go double Savannah here.
Right, because the Reanimator decks do not play Wasteland.
Alright, so Alan plays a card that we have not seen yet today. So what is this card?
It's called Sylvan Library. It's from Legends. At the beginning of your draw step, you can draw 2 extra cards, and then for each card drawn, you either pay 4 life or put it back. But that includes the card during your draw step, so it's essentially like a top on your draw step.
Okay.
But against Reanimator, your life total really doesn't matter. You're either dead or you're not dead, so he can afford draw extra cards off this.
Right. So he's able to draw an extra 2 every turn.
Right.
So here we have Weston entombing on his main phase, and I believe he got a Jin-Gitaxias.
Yeah, and he's exhuming now.
So what does exhume do here?
It says each player returns a creature card from the graveyard to play.
Okay, but Alan does not have any creatures in his graveyard.
Right. So yeah, Weston's moving his end step and drawing 7 off Jin-Gitaxias.
Yeah, so Weston just binned 2 more fatties. Was it Archangel?
Imperial Archangel and Iona.
Okay.
Yeah, and we see Alan has Swords to Plowshares in hand, which he's going to have to try to use here.
What is Jin's other ability if Alan does not decide to use Swords to Plowshares on the Jin?
Your opponent's maximum hand size reduces to 0, so they have to discard their entire hand at end of turn.
Oh, wow. So here Alan fetches. I think he wants to play a Knight of the Reliquary here. Yeah, Weston drawing 7 cards at end step seems very good.
Wow.
So Alan elected not to play the Swords of Plowshares. Instead, plays into the Days of Weston. Oh wow! So Weston gets a Careful Study off. Bins 2 more fatties. It looks like he's gonna reanimate another one now.
Yeah. Even if Alan played Swords and it resolved, he's still in trouble because, I mean, Weston drew 7, so he's going to be able to reanimate next turn.
Yeah.
13? Yeah.
Alright, so Weston plays an Angel Despair. So what come into play effect does Angel Despair have?
When it comes into play, you can destroy any permanent.
So like a good permanent to destroy with Angel Despair would be like a Caracas, which is very good against Reanimator, right?
Right, or something like Jace, which bounces all your guys.
So what does Caracas do that's so good against Reanimator?
You can just tap it to... well, first of all, it's a land, so you can't counter it or Thoughtseize it. And it taps to return any legendary creature to its owner's hand.
Alright.
And since most of the guys in Reanimator are legendary, it's just an excellent card in this match.
So it seems very good, because I see like Jin-Gitaxias is a legendary creature.
Right, so is Iona, so is Elishanor, and... yeah, it's a Pride Mage, which could kill the anime dead, but does not resolve.
Yeah. Alright, so game 1 just finished.
Yeah.
And so looks like the players have to go to the sideboards. And what do you see Alan bringing in this matchup?
He has Tormod's Crypts, which are definitely coming in, and probably the Path to Exiles as well.
Path to Exile, yeah.
Yeah, none of the other cards really seem too useful here.
I mean, he has Gaddock Teak. Can Gaddock Teak be used to stop Force of Will?
Yeah, it's not good if that's all it does.
Right.
Like they generally, you need to stop more than 4 cards in this deck to for it to be useful.
Right.
Let's see what's bad in his main deck. Well, yeah, as I said before, the Revokers just don't have anything to name in this match.
Right.
He has a main deck Bajuka Bog, which is nice.
Yeah, too. He can fetch that with the Knight.
Right, in response to our reanimation spell.
Right. Alright, so moving on to Weston's deck list here. What do you think he's going to side in?
We'll probably bring in the Blazing Archon, taking out I don't know, possibly one of the Jin-Gitaxias. So yeah, he can also bring in Thoughtseize, which deals with swords. Knight of the Reliquary. It's a good card in this matchup. He's probably going to bring in Pithing Needle as well because it deals with Crocus, and Mazavith.
You see the show and tells coming in this matchup?
I think generally against Maverick I would bring them in because of a Scavenging Ooze, but here probably not.
Right. Because the only graveyard hate that Alan's playing right now is Torment's Grip.
Right, which is much easier to play around than a
Scavenging Ooze?
yeah, than something like Leyline of the Void.
Right.
So you might bring in Dispel as well because it deals with Swords to Plowshares.
Alright, so we have both players sideboarding right now. Weston won that game, so he's up 1-0 right now.
All I know is that I'm not gonna get hatred, or try not to get it.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Weston's favored here, given that his opponent isn't playing Green Sun Zenith. Because like the scariest card that the Maverick decks usually play against you is Knight of the Reliquary, and having access to 8 of them is just so bad. But
Right, what does Green Sun's unit do?
it's X and a green for a sorcery, and it allows you to find any green creature card from your deck and put it into play. So I
Also-
mean, if you want Knight of the Reliquary, it gets that. If you want Scavenging Ooze, it gets that. It just it allows you to run like situational one-ofs and have access to them.
Right.
It's an excellent card.
And it gives you the ability to play around cards like Spell Snare, right?
Right, right. Yeah, I feel like this is a match where you definitely want that instead of the Ether Vial and Sarah Avenger plan.
Yeah. Yeah, Alan's deck seems like it was pretty situated to play against a control deck with the Ether Vials.
Right.
Like we saw in his first top 8 match against Nathan. The Ether Vial was very effective against against Force of Wills.
Right, game 1 Nathan just had multiple counters in hand that were blanked by it.
Yeah. So would you consider Weston's deck a form of combo?
Yeah, Reanimator is certainly a combo deck. It may not actually kill you as soon as most combo decks do, but it generally puts you in a position where you're basically dead by turn 2.
Right. Because it seems like in a typical combo deck, they usually kill you the same turn that they go off.
Right.
But here, like it seems like you need time to attack and to create your board state.
Right. But like often if Iona comes online, she just shuts down in the entire opposing deck, and if Jingataxius, if you draw 7 and they discard, like they're just drawing dead at that point. So it effectively ends the game when it reanimates quite often.
Right. So here we have both players drawing their opening 7 for game 2. Yeah, Alan seems like he's been mulliganing a lot in these top matches. So Weston decides to keep his opening 7.